Hey, hey, hey! Welcome back!
What up, y'all?
This is
Talk Majors.
with the mother and son duo you didn't know you needed.
Yup, that's for sure.
Yep. Here we go. What are we talking about today, Kevin?
We're talking about college football. We're going to start with the FCS because we're both Montana State Bobcat fans. So here we go.
Yeah. So the Bobcats played the Vandals. We were number 2 in the Big Sky. Well, FCS.
The FCS poll. They were number 9 in the FCS poll.
Yeah, and they were 5-2 coming into the game, and we were 6-1. Now we're 6-2, and they're 6-2.
And we lost.
Yes, because our defense, we could not stop them, and our kicker.
Yeah, they need to do something with the kicker.
Look, he is a person. He's a human being. Yeah. I don't want to negate that. I feel really bad for him, but it's nice when we win.
It's like,
so, well, I mean, how do we make that happen?
He's been struggling though lately, especially a lot.
Why though? Like why? And they're like always
there was all this
far
preseason
to the
hype.
right.
Like, he's supposed to be really, really good.
And well, he was good the first
2 games. And then he started 2 games, and then he's been on a downhill decline.
I don't know. Well, anyways, it's not just him either though. It's their defense. So I don't know if there was players out or what, because I obviously didn't do my research. But I do know that
well, there was a hole in the Montana State defense. They did have 2 or 3 players out in the linebacker core, so that was part of it.
Well, that's true, because John Johnson was out, and last year he was voted Big Sky Defensive Player of the Week with a pick 6. And then Malatz was Big Sky Offensive Player of the Week.
They beat Sacramento last week.
Yeah, and so Malatz is the leading rusher in all of Bobcat history, so that's pretty exciting.
That's cool.
Yeah.
As a quarterback, too.
Yeah. So they have
that dual quarterback system with Sean Chambers.
For some reason, I kept thinking Deshaun Watson, but the Bobcats are better than that. So that's all I got. It was pretty sad and depressing that they lost.
And now we're going to talk about FBS, Colorado. We're going to start with Colorado. They were kind of a disappointment, especially when they went 4-0. Everybody thought they were going to be good. And then came Oregon. Listen to the pregame speech, which I'm sure you guys have already heard. This is from ESPN. They had this all access before the game. This is all their work. We're just letting you guys hear it.
And this was before the Ducks game. How long ago? 4 weeks ago?
Yeah, about a month ago.
Yeah.
Rooted in substance, not flash. Rooted in substance. Today, we talk with our pads. You talk with your helmet, right? Every moment. The Cinderella story is over, man. Right? They're fighting for clicks. We're fighting for wins. There's a difference. Right? There's a difference. Right? This game ain't going to be played in Hollywood. It's going to be played on the grass. Right? It's going to be played on the grass. Let's go.
So, I mean, like what he said there, right?
Yeah. I mean, that would get me going. I want to go and, play with my helmet on the grass.
Remember, it's not in Hollywood. No shade against the coach either. Great guy, great coach. Deion Sanders was no reaction to it. So
but that also shows you Deion Sanders isn't gonna get caught up in he's throwing shade at you, I'm gonna throw shade back, and then it becomes what all anybody talks about. So in your post game interviews, that's all they're going to be asking you about is he said this about you. Are you going to respond to it? He said this about you. Are you going to respond to it? And the best way to shut that down is to not respond to it. I mean, the coach is motivating his team. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know. I don't care for the Ducks, but I also don't really care for the Buffs.
See, I'm not a fan of either team. I don't really care. But I mean, come on, Colorado. You should at least put up a fight. They were both ranked. it was a blowout, complete blowout.
Yeah, there was like no defense. There's nothing. They weren't stopping
None
them.
whatsoever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then how about them moving on to the Big 10 or Big 12?
Them moving there.
Yeah. Leaving the Pac-12.
Well, I mean, I think the Oregon Ducks coach said it best.
Yeah. Well, the final score of that Oregon game was 42-6. Oregon.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And Oregon was 10th ranked at that point. So, yeah, this is what Dan Lanning said on Colorado leaving the Pac-12. He is Oregon's coach. He's the one that talked about the Cinderella story, all that stuff. And then this is also from ESPN College Football. Subscribe to them. They're great. They put this all together. And here we go.
I know you touched on this a little bit, but as far as the Pac-12, can I just get your initial reaction when you heard about the news of Colorado leaving? And does these changes change the approach or your attitude as far as the coming this season?
Not a big reaction. I mean, I'm trying to remember what they won to affect this conference. I don't remember. Do you remember them winning anything? I don't remember them winning anything.
Yeah, see, bro just dissed on him. Like, I mean, he's right, though.
I know, but why is everybody leaving the Pac-12? I mean, I get that it's like, actually, I know why they're leaving.
Why are they
Because
leaving?
it's not competitive anymore. It's like the same teams over and over and over again.
Hold up. They have 6th ranked or 5 ranked teams. Right
Yes,
now.
but how long did it take to get those? It was when everybody decided to leave. They were like, hey, we're going to show you guys like how great we are.
This is how many ranked teams they have in the Pac-12. 1, 2,
Who are they? We got the
3,
Huskies.
4. They have 4 teams ranked in the Pac-12 right now. Number 5, Washington. Number 6, Oregon. Number 16, Oregon State. Number 24, USC.
And Washington and Oregon State are the only two staying in the Pac-12. And all the rest are leaving.
No, I thought Oregon's staying too.
Not the Ducks. No, they were one of the first ones to go.
And then last week they had, let's see, 1,
Well, I guess USC
2,
was the first one to
3,
go, but
4,
hmm.
or wait, is UCLA in the Pac-12?
Yes.
Yeah, so they have 5. UCLA is 23rd or 20th. UCLA is 20th currently.
Dang, that's crazy. So, who are your biggest surprises this season?
Well, first I'm gonna go with Air Force.
Yeah, because they're undefeated.
They're 8-0.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're 8-0. They beat Colorado State this week, 30-13. Next week they're versus Army, so they're at home against Army. So Army Navy week. That'll be, I guess, Army Air Force week. Cool. What's your first surprise?
Mine?
Yep.
Duke.
Duke.
As a football team is so shocking.
Yeah. One thing about that, they got destroyed this week.
Yeah, they did.
They lost 23-0 to Louisville, which Louisville is doing really good.
They're also in my surprise. Louisville. I did. All I wrote is that they were in my surprise. Just because they're like a basketball team. Like I remember doing my March Madness and brackets and picking Louisville and Duke and like
Kansas just beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, but they're not in my surprise list.
Okay.
Who's in your surprise list?
Well, we got James Madison.
Oh yeah,
Because-
James Madison.
Wow. He came from the FCS, went up to FBS, and now we're doing really well.
Yeah.
Other teams should follow. North Dakota State.
Yeah, North Dakota State. Look, I wish they would force teams to go up because
Wouldn't that be a relief?
I mean, at what point, like, I get, like, okay, yeah, it sucks to lose to them so many times, but, I mean, wouldn't you want to play teams that you would have better opportunities of, like, having better competition or whatever? Like, I don't know, it just gets old. It just gets old. Or the Jackrabbits, too.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Well, the Jackrabbits didn't win 10 out of 11 championships.
That's true.
Like, literally, the FCS lost so many views because of it.
Yeah.
Which, it was bad for college football, the FCS. That's probably why a lot of people don't care about the FCS that much anymore. Yeah. I mean, Georgia's already did do the same thing with FBS. The only thing, though, they can't move up. They can move down, but why would they do that?
Yeah, I don't know.
But they can't move up, so that's why it's different. They don't have the chance to play better teams like North
Yeah.
Dakota State did.
But why? I mean, the logic isn't there. You know, like he said, I could understand if it was a team like Colorado who isn't winning. But if you're winning and you're proving that you should move up, then move up. Look at James Madison.
Yeah.
You
exactly.
know?
James Madison's the great example of this.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. I agree. I mean, we should all start a petition that NDSU should move up.
I know. That would be great.
Yeah. I mean, flat out.
Yeah.
But who are your disappointments?
USC. USC is a big one. They
Yeah.
had Caleb Williams, who won the Heisman last year,
Mm-hmm.
and their preseason ranking was 6th in the country. They're supposed to be really good, maybe fighting for a playoff spot.
Yeah, I'm not a super
Yeah.
big fan of the Trojans, but
Right now they're 24th. So, and they play Washington next week. So yeah, it'll be an alright game. Probably not the best, but it'll be alright.
I'm hoping for a blowout.
She's a Huskies fan.
I'm hoping for a blowout.
So yeah.
You know who was a disappointment for me this year?
Who?
Washington State.
Why?
They just are. They were ranked and now they're not. And
Yeah, but they weren't like ranked high. They were like 21st
So?
was the highest where they were ranked.
so
Who?
Auburn.
What were their preseason ranked?
I don't know, but I'm just saying. And Baylor. Baylor was a disappointment.
Really?
Yeah.
Baylor was a disappointment?
Yeah.
Were they preseason ranked?
I don't know.
Well,
I didn't look.
let
You
me
just
look.
you just asked me to find teams that I was disappointed in, and I did. And I also put Buffalo on here, but we already talked about Buffalo.
Yeah. They weren't one of my disappointments, but TCU was one of them. Like, come on.
Yeah.
They're preseason ranked 16th. They're supposed to do good. Lost to Colorado in week 1, which, alright, okay. They're 4-4. Like, really?
Yeah, that's crazy.
So, what were your teams that were disappointment?
Washington State, Auburn.
Preseason, Washington State wasn't even ranked. Auburn wasn't even ranked.
and Baylor.
Baylor wasn't even ranked.
So they're still disappointments.
None of them are ranked, so how can be...
Because they're disappointments.
How can they be a disappointment if they weren't ranked?
They don't have to be ranked to be disappointments.
At least my teams were ranked.
So,
Alabama is my other one, by the way.
yeah, that's true.
They were
Alabama
preseasonally
was.
ranked 4th, so fighting for a playoff spot. Supposed to be really, really good. And
Do you think we're watching the fall of a dynasty?
Yeah.
Do you?
Currently, they're 8th. They moved up one without play.
Wouldn't that be something if America all watched the Alabama dynasty just crumble?
Well, I mean, it's the same thing with every other dynasty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, we got the Patriots dynasty that just fell off a map because of one player
Yeah.
leaving the team.
The Cowboys dynasty.
That hasn't been a dynasty since, like, the 90s.
I know, but
Even
it was
then, it
still
wasn't even really a dynasty.
Well, don't ask a Cowboys fan that.
Yeah, because it's the Cowboys' year this year, right?
Yep.
Yep. Kansas is ranked after beating Oklahoma. That's a surprise. Didn't expect Kansas to be ranked. My mom's the one who chooses them to win the March Madness every year.
Not every year. The one year I didn't pick them, they did win. So the one year I didn't pick them and I picked freaking Duke, they won.
Yeah. So you're going to be picking them, huh?
Maybe I'll pick Duke this year. We'll see. We'll see.
Watch Kansas win it all.
We'll see. Okay. All right.
And, well, I want to say something about the USC game. So they played California, which is an unranked team.
Mm-hmm.
California had a chance to win the game with a 2-point conversion, but missed.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy. I was crazy once.
North Carolina dropped out of the rankings along with Duke. Yeah, the final score of that USC-California game was 50-49.
Wait, so the AP poll isn't out yet?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, what's the new AP poll?
So this is the rundown of the new AP poll, guys. Number 1, we have Georgia, 8-0. They beat Florida 43-20. So they beat the Gators. Number 2 is Michigan. They were on a bye week. Number 3 is Ohio State. They beat Wisconsin 24-10. Number 4 is Florida State. They beat Wake Forest 41-16. Number 5 is Washington. They beat Stanford 42-33. Which, shout out to Stanford for coming back to about 29 points and beating Colorado. Jeez, we're kind of dissing on Colorado a lot.
We are.
Number 6, Oregon beat Utah 35-6. Number 7 is Texas. This is the AP poll, by the way. They were on a bye week. Or no, they beat BYU 35-6. That's weird. Back to 6 and 7, same score. It's kind of cool. Number 8, Alabama had a bye week. Number 9, Penn State. They beat Indiana 33-24. Number 10, Oklahoma lost to Kansas 38-33. Number 11, Ole Miss beat Vanderbilt 33-7. Number 12, Notre Dame beat Pittsburgh 58-7. Number 13, LSU on a bye. Number 14, Missouri on a bye. Number 15, Louisville beat number 20, Duke 23-0. Number 16, Oregon State lost to Arizona 27-24. Number 17, Air Force beat Colorado State 30-13. Number 18, Utah lost to number 8, Oregon 35-36. Number 19, Tennessee beat Kentucky 33-27. Number 20, UCLA beat Colorado 28-16. Number 21, Tulane beat Rice 30-28. Number 22, Kansas beat number 6, Oklahoma 38-33. Number 23, FCS school, James Madison, well, recently FCS school, beat Old Dominion 30-27. Number 24, USC beat California 50-49. Number 25, Kansas State beat Houston 41-0.
Dang.
And yeah, so those are your new AP rankings that just came out today. So yeah.
Wow. I wasn't expecting, I guess. That's all we have for today for
Yeah,
this
so-
college episode. So we will see you next time.
Did you have fun?
I did. Did you?
Yes. We will probably talk about college football next week. So see y'all later.
Bye. Plus, I'm a Huskies fan.
See-
You know who else was a disappointment?